Hey guys, so how do you set up portals in Satisfactory that came with 1.0? Well, to get started you have to get to tier 9, which is at the very end of the game, pretty much before you're completing the game. It's under spatial energy regulation, and it'll unlock the main portal, satellite portal, and a couple of other things. So in order to set them up and maintain them, you have to feed these satellites with these things called singularity cells. And to make singularity cells, you need nuclear pasta. So just keep in mind that if you are going to be setting up these portals before you finish the game, they're going to be taking nuclear pasta away from the nuclear pasta that's required for completing phase 4 and phase 5 in the space elevator. So I'll just go over a little example of how you set them up, but just keep that in mind when you're progressing, that every portal that you set up is taking nuclear pasta, not only to set it up but to maintain it, maintain the connection for the portal to be able to be used. So if I put down a main portal like here, and then I'll put the satellite portal just over there, I'll turn it around, and then I interact with the main portal. I can click select linked portal, and since it's close together I'll just zoom in a little bit, but I can click on the map, or I can click here, and I can't select the link because it needs to be powered. So we'll do that first. Connect them up, and now it's blue. So now we select that satellite portal there, and we can click select link, and that has got a connection now. But in order for it to charge using the power grid, you need to feed it with these singularity cells that I talked about before. So I've got some in a box here, so I'll just feed them into the back of the portal, and we can see the animation now that it's charging up. And you can see that it's got this bar here. As it charges, the power demand becomes more and more and more, and it'll keep going up until it's fully charged. But once it's fully charged, it'll stabilize. And you can see that it's taking in these singularity cells now, and it's taking 2 per minute. And there you go, it's charged up. So you see it almost hit 1,000 megawatts when it hit the top, but once it charged, it stabilized at 250 megawatts. So just keep in mind that your power grid needs to be able to handle the charge, and then it'll drop, and then you can just maintain it at this easier power level. But yeah, you can see that the singularity cells say 2 per minute in order to maintain it. So let's just see what it looks like now if I go through. Boom. Teleportation. And you can just walk through it. You don't need to click on it or anything. You just jump into it, and then through you go. But yeah, I think these portals are really cool, and it's going to make it really useful, especially long distances. Just keep in mind that maintaining it is, like, the power requirements to maintain these depends on the distance. So this is actually easy to maintain because it's quite a short distance, but as you get further and further and further away, it's going to be more demanding on keeping that connection alive. So make sure you have a good production for this singularity cell, and it actually requires nuclear pasta and dark matter crystal. So you need to make sure you have a good tier 9 setup in order to make sure you can keep feeding those portals, or that main portal, with the singularity cells. So this is my tier 9 setup that I've got here. I won't go into detail about it, but this is what is used to create the dark matter crystals. So you need the residue and the diamonds, and then I just fed it down there. So that's it. Hopefully you can make use of these portals, and if you like this video, then please like and subscribe and comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.